Hello and welcome to a new devlog video for Peasant Uprise. Following up on last week's progress, I started thinking about what I wanted to happen when a tower gets destroyed. So I want some visual effects to symbolize the destruction, a sound effect that captures a wooden building falling down, I need an additional model to represent the destroyed tower. And finally, because this is a bit different than soldiers, I need to override the death sequence for towers. So starting with the effects, I like to sketch first what I want to happen. To create a decent effect, you normally need to combine multiple particle systems. So it's important to start with that notion of how many particle systems I'm going to use and what are they going to provide for this final effect. I want rubble to shoot out, but affected by gravity, but I don't want it to burst too far out either, as if it was hit by a cannonball. It should be more about the tower falling down than creating a big explosion. While this tower is not going to come down with gunpowder, I still liked some spark to it that will give it a different color. This should burst outwards as well, so starting with the fire effect, I just change it to a burst force and tone down the colors a bit. I also want some dust come outwards from the tower in the lower end, dispersing horizontally. For the final composition to come clean, I do need a smoke going upwards, so it covers more of the tower and I can replace it with the destroyed tower. I'm doing this with two different effects in such a way that it gives it a variety and allows me to keep an effect a little bit longer in the screen. The idea now is that I'm going to replace the tower model with the destroyed tower model. I also need a way to trigger these effects. In game development, I find joy when I get to reuse something that I've built in the past. It gives me the feeling that by being able to reuse it without any further coding, that it was built the right way. In this case, I'm going to leverage the trigger system that I created. Aside from a trigger controller, I'll add an effects component and an event component. The first will trigger the particle system and the second will handle the model replacement. Now in this case, the trigger controller is of type manual, not one driven by colliders. So that's why I need to override the death sequence virtual method. So it will talk to the trigger controller and get the on and off events invoked. So giving it a test run at the effects, let's see how it looks. Oh man, this is very cool. I need to see it again. I'll keep tweaking the effect and model a little bit, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. So there you go, in all its glory, the mighty tower goes down. I'm still undecided on how much I love it, but most importantly, I'm just glad I was able to pull this off with very little coding and just using the mechanics that I have already built in the past. Either way, for a first iteration, I think this is a good start. Before moving on to a very cool time-lapse, please like and subscribe and click on the bell to get notifications of future uploads. Normally when I'm doing time-lapse, I am presenting a short video where I create something in Blender. This time around, it will be a bit different. In this case, I'm going to destroy something. I'm really looking forward to this, so let's start with our mighty tower and have some fun with it. With that said, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next update.